Okay, Aaron Evans, you've been back for a little while. Um, let's talk a little bit about how you get to this point. You spent a lot of time by yourself abroad. How does one overcome first being alone and then trying to work and reach goals?
Okay, well, when I was in Bermuda, me and my parents, we made a decision to get more exposure, so I left the island to concentrate on school in America. And it was really a big sacrifice because you got to be away from your friends and your family, but it's worth it. If you want to get to the next level, you have to sometimes get out of Bermuda, get out of your comfort zone, and that's why I ran away to boarding school. And after that, I was able to get a scholarship to a small D1 school, and I was able to move on from there and eventually work my way up to a better school, University of Georgia.
Now, you see others following their footsteps. You see Dave Minus doing the same thing. What advice would you give to the other youngsters following your footsteps?
That just don't rush it. Like, sometimes it takes time. I've been away for the past 7 years, and I mean, I would have never expected to get to this point, but I mean, it's just good things come to those who wait, I guess. It's been 7 years, and I've been wanting this for a long time, and nothing happens quick. You just got to work hard for it and stay dedicated, and if you really love it and this is really what you want, then dreams will come true.
Now, obviously, being out of Bermuda and facing different opposition, some better, some just as strong as you, on a week-to-week basis, does that help you mentally and physically?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The level of competition, it brings your level of competition up. So I mean, just running in Bermuda is good, and that's where you like get a lot of your, should I call it, like your natural talent, but we're really just diamonds in the rough until we make it out of here. Because being the best in Bermuda, I mean, it really doesn't mean a lot. But once you go away and people's ready, I mean, people's able to train us and give us the resources and technology that they have, I mean, we're some of the best in the world at the sports that we do. It's just being able to get out of Bermuda.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your last year at Georgia, where you were running some amazing times for a month or two, and then leading up to the Olympics, you had to qualify. Let's talk about those highs where you were really bursting at the seams, winning races, doing well with times. How did you get to that point?
I got to that point once I got to the University of Georgia. My coach sat me down and he told me, like, if you really want to run at this level and be one of the best, you really have to start running more. Because I was more of a just hop on the track 2-3 times a week. Never really did like the mileage outside of workouts. It's about doing the extras, the stuff that he didn't tell me to do. And so once he sat me down and we had that talk, that's when I had that amazing breakout season. I ran 146.26, and that's when I hit the B standard for the London Olympics, and that was in 2010. So it's just from that point on, that's when I started realizing my potential.
And then came the period where you really had to qualify get the A standard for the Olympics, and it just didn't materialize?
Well, after 2010, I got injured in 2011. I pulled my hamstring 3 times, and that's just how the collegiate system works. I mean, the word about scoring points, I mean, it's a good system, but sometimes they'll sacrifice you for the sake of the team. And so my health wasn't really at the top of the priorities. They wanted me to run so I could score points, and that's what I was able to do, but I just wasn't able to reach my personal goal.
How disappointed were you? How disappointed were you that you didn't qualify for the 2012 London Olympic Games?
Very disappointed. I mean, I made the standard when I was 20 years old. I was 22 at the time, and so I was really expecting to make it, but I was coming off a year injury, and I was building into my season slow because I knew I had the whole collegiate season that starts in January, and the Olympics wasn't until August. So me and my coach, we was just taking it slow and weren't really doing no speed work, and I guess we could say that we really ran out of time because it's not like I was in bad shape. I was in great shape, but we just ran out of time. But that just motivates me and makes me more hungry for 2016 and future things to come.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about 2016. You're off to a new training facility, new track club. What's the plan for the next few years to get you qualified for 2016 in Brazil?
Well, I'm joining the Nike Oregon Track Club that's out there in Eugene. Nike only has 2 track clubs that they sponsor. I'm not a Nike contracted athlete. I still need Bermuda's help and support. But being in that group, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to have a lot of talented runners around me, like Nick Simmons. He was 4th in the London Olympic Finals. He was 2nd in this year's World Championships. That's going to be one of my training partners. It's a lot of talented Americans out there, and I'm actually the first Bermudian to ever go out there to this program. I'm the first Caribbean athlete they've ever had, and so really I'm trailblazing right now, and hopefully I'm making it better for other Bermudian runners like Kyra and Dej and Shaquille and other people to just follow in my footsteps and make it outside of Bermuda and hopefully get into a good training group so they could be in Rio too.
Let's talk a little bit about the touchy subject for track and field right now, the doping trial. There's been a lot of talk about that. A lot of people restricted battles over the National Olympics and leading up to the World Championships and so forth. What do you see the sport and come next Olympics and the world of anti-doping kind of working things out to ensure that it's a clean sport?
Well, I definitely hope that, it is a clean sport. Of course, we have those occasions where people decide to cheat, but no, WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, they started this new program, and it's called a blood passport. And so this year, they took blood samples from everybody that went to the World Championships. And so say if your blood doesn't match, the previous year, then it's going to be obvious that it's a failed test. So your blood has to be consistent, like at what it was starting from this base year. So anybody that's out of that range be a positive test.
So what happened? How do you feel? Say you finish fourth in a race, and the person finishing third or second or even first tests positive. Do you feel slighted that you don't get a chance to stand on that podium because it takes that long to have a test done?
Yeah, I most definitely would, but I guess I can't really say that, but everything happens for a reason, and that's unfortunate. But I guess it's up to everybody's individual governing body. Like we have BASADA, our Bermuda Sport and Anti-Doping Agency, and I guess it's up to every country to test their athletes. But in Bermuda, we do a good job, and we don't even have access to this type of thing. So you don't have to worry about any of our athletes doping. You don't have to worry about me doping. I'm a clean runner, and that's how I plan on doing it for the rest of my career.
All right, well, good luck over in the Nike camp, and hopefully you will qualify for the 2016 Olympics.
Most definitely, I will qualify for the 2016 Olympics.
All right, good luck.